Hello everyone, my name is Abhirami Nataraja. I will be your humble moderator for today's topic of discussion. We'll be sharing some inputs about mental awareness. To begin with, mental awareness is emerged as a crucial aspect of public health discourse, highlighting the significance of understanding, acknowledging, and addressing mental health issues within the society. Unlike physical health, mental health is often intangible and hidden, making it essential to foster a climate that promotes awareness, understanding, and support for those grappling with the mental health of challenges. To begin with, let's start with the importance of mental health by Haiza.
Thank you to our moderator. The importance of mental health awareness. A few years ago during COVID-19 pandemic, it gave us a serious impact to our mental health. Many of people are having depression and anxiety during that time due to the job loss, an increase of monthly expenses, and lack of family support. There are 4 common types of mental illness that people must be aware, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. Depression will affect individual emotion and physical activity, where their emotion become unstable and their physical activity become low. Anxiety happen when people are overreact towards something and they suddenly become afraid, nervous, restless, trembling, and nauseous. Whereas bipolar disorder will involve an unusual of mood shifting. Their energy level of activity and concentration also become less. They are also having difficulty in practicing their daily activities. Schizophrenia is related to the people's hallucinations, delusions, disorder, thinking, and different behavior compared to the normal people. And this kind of mental illness must be treated. It is important to keep a mental health awareness to all people so that they can have such a quality of life, achieve a fulfilling life, avoiding from suffering life, and always keep a good mental health. People who are having a good mental health are able to perform their social life by making social activities and having a good relationship with other people. Another important of mental health is to enhance productivity and to increase the participation in the workforce. People with a good mental health could perform well in their job activities. People who are having a good mental health tend to have a fast recovery process compared to the people who are having physical and mental illness, where they tends to have a very slow recovery process as their conditions are more difficult and complicated. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aiza. Okay, let's talk about the stigma that around the mental health. To Amira.
Okay, thank you, Abhirami. In Malaysia, there are several common stigma and misconceptions surrounding mental illness awareness. Despite effort to improve understanding and education on the subject, some of these stigma includes cultural belief. Traditional cultural belief often contribute to the stigma surrounding mental health. There may be prevailing attitude that view mental health issues as a sign of personal weakness, spiritual possession, or lack of faith. Seeking help from mental health professional might be seen as unnecessary or taboo in some communities. Next is misinformation and lack of awareness. Many Malaysians may have limited knowledge about mental health disorder and their symptom. This lack of awareness can lead to the misconceptions and misunderstanding of mental health condition, causing individuals to perceive those with mental illness in a negative light. Next is a fear of discrimination. This happens due to the stigma attached to the mental health issues. Individuals may fear being discriminated against if they disclose their struggle or seek professional help. Concern about the confidentiality and the fear of being labeled as crazy or weak by society or employers can prevent people from seeking the assistance they needed. Lastly, lack of the access to the mental health services. The limited access to mental health resources, including trained professional and facilities in certain areas or among certain socio-economic groups, can further perpetuate the stigma. The perception that mental health care is inaccessible or unaffordable can discourage individuals from seeking help. Effort to combat this stigma include public awareness campaigns, community education program, and initiative to integrate mental health education into school and workplace. However, addressing this deeply ingrained stigma requires continued advocacy, education, and policy changes to create a more supportive and understanding environment for those dealing with mental health issues in Malaysia. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Samira. As Samira said, mental health is an integral component of overall well-being, but we must understand what are the ways to handle the situation. Over to you, Sabrina.
Okay, thank you, Abirami. Mental health refers to a person, psychological, emotional, and social well-being. It includes what they feel and how they think and behave. The state of cognitive and behavioral well-being is referred to as mental health. The terms mental health is also used to refer to the absence of mental disease. There are many ways to handle this issue, such as regular fitness exercise, stay positive, and connecting to each other. First and foremost, fitness exercise like morning walk, yoga, and meditation have proved to be great medicine for curing mental health. Besides this, it is imperative to have a good diet and enough sleep. A person needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night on average. When someone is tired yet still cannot sleep, it is a symptom that their mental health mean keeping our mind healthy. Furthermore, stay positive. It is important to try to have a positive outlook. Some ways to do that include finding balance between positive and negative emotion. Staying positive does not mean that you never feel a negative emotion, such as sadness and anger. You need to feel them so that you can move through difficult situations. Last but not least, humans are social creatures, and it is important to have strong, healthy relationship with others. Having good social support may help protect you against the harm of stress. It is also good to have a different type of connection. Okay, this is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. As Sabrina said, mental awareness encourages the development of support groups and resources within the community. But to know the accessible mental services and educational programs and community initiatives, let's go over to Ms. Ayu.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. So when we talk about mental health, most Malaysians have not really aware yet about the help that they can have and they can get and where they can find help if they need one. So this happened because of the stigma around Malaysian, especially with older generation that they think people with mental illness is crazy and we need to avoid them. So for the past few years, Malaysians have been more open about this issue at hand, and the government also stepped up in providing facilities and all the help needed. So during the COVID pandemic, the movement control orders have caused an increase in the rate of mental health issues, and most people stuck in home unable to get help at the hospital. So due to this, the government provided hotline number that we can call when we need help. Hotlines such as Talian Kasih can be accessed by contacting 15999, or we can also contact KSK Center at JAKIM at 0388707515. There are also many NGOs that provide hotlines such as Befrienders, Talian Rahmah, Malaysian Mental Health Association, and many more. All these can be accessed through internet browsing. So anytime we think that we need help, we can just search all these hotline at using internet. And most of the government health facilities nowadays already provide clinics and doctors that they can meet and get help. All we need to do is just get a referral letter from our nearest clinics and get an appointment at the hospital. So all the list of the hospital that provide this service can be accessed at through the KKM website. So and university hospitals such as PPUM, HUKM, HUSM, and also UITM in Sungai Buloh also provide clinics and doctors for help. So hopefully in future, more people are able to get access to this help whenever they need. So back to the Miss Moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ayu. as we can see, early prevention and detection is very important to facilitate the mental health issue. So we came to the last part of the discussion to give us a brief conclusion that's made way to Akai.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. As we all know, for the past few years, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, have significantly impacted our mental health. Job losses, financial strains, and a lack of support have led to increased depression and anxiety among men. It is essential to understand these mental health challenges, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia, to live better lives. However, in Malaysia, misconceptions and limited knowledge about mental health create stigmas that prevent many from seeking help. Efforts like awareness campaign and educational programs are underway, but we need more advocacy and policy changes to break this barrier. Taking care of our mental health involves regular exercise, positivity, and strong relationship. Despite available hotlines and clinics provided by the government and NGOs, there's still a lack of awareness in Malaysia about where and how to get help. Assessing mental health services means seeking referral from clinics to connect with professionals at hospitals, including university hospitals. The aim is to make mental health care more accessible for everyone who needs it. Let's work together to promote understanding, support, and access to mental health services. It's crucial for our well-being and the well-being of our communities. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. The point to be taken away is that mental awareness strives as challenge and dismember the stigma and discrimination associated with mental health condition. By fostering open conversations, and society can promote empathy and understanding and acceptance so that they can seek help without a judgment. We hope our today's section will help a lot of people outside to gain more confidence and strive over the mental awareness. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.